Tasneem, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Doesn't that make you want to go to Bangladesh?
I know, it was stunning.
Honestly, it's like one of those. I feel like we should market Bangladesh even more, because I think people here would see that as a destination for a luxury holiday,
Yeah.
But anyway, Tasneem, you have been watching a lot of films this week, I understand. And you've got 3 films that you've watched. What are they and how were they?
So 3 different films this time.
Okay.
We've got the new Paddington movie,
Nice.
which is very lovely. We've got a new movie with Hugh Grant in it called Heretics,
Nice.
and a new movie with Cillian Murphy called Small Little Things.
Oh, okay. And which one was your favourite before you go into it?
I think the last one was my favourite.
Really? Is Cillian Murphy from Peaky Blinders?
Yeah.
Oh, he's good, isn't he?
Yeah, he's really good.
Yeah.
He's like one of the most up-and-coming actors right now. Like, he's an incredible actor.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Right, so should we start? Are we starting off with Paddington?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So Paddington is a family-friendly movie, and this is the 3rd installation in the series. This is Paddington in Peru. So Paddington Bear, is in Peru, and he wants to visit his Aunt Lucy. But Aunt Lucy goes missing all of a sudden, and so Paddington, along with the Brown family, have to go on a detour through South America, through Peru, in order to look for Aunt Lucy. And it's a very exciting story with a lot of humorous elements and very heartwarming story about family.
Oh.
And one thing I will say about this movie is it has a lot, like, the scenery is gorgeous. It's animated, but you still feel like you're in the Amazon rainforest. You still feel like you're climbing through Machu Picchu. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. But I will say that because this new movie has a new director compared to the other 2 movies, critics might say that the storyline feels a bit stilted because of that.
Okay.
But ultimately, it's a family movie.
Oh, that's
so
good. That's good.
it's
And
still
did they
lovely
find
to
Aunt
watch with you.
Lucy?
They did, yeah.
Okay, well that's good. Oh, that wouldn't have been a good movie if Aunt Lucy wasn't found. But okay, so that was Paddington. And your next film?
Heretic, which is a very different tone. So this is a movie about 2 Mormon girls. They're evangelists. They go knocking around doors trying to preach Christianity and their faith. But they end up knocking on a wrong door. This is a psychological thriller, and they end up knocking on a door, and the person who opens it is Mr. Reed. This is a man played by Hugh Grant, who is a phenomenal actor. So Mr. Reed, he opens the door, he says, "Oh yeah, welcome, coming in. My wife is baking blueberry pie in the back." So the girls, they feel like, oh, he's got a woman in the house, it'll be fine. So they go in and they start talking to Mr. Reed about Mormonism, and they show him the Book of Mormon, they tell him about Christianity and stuff. But then the doors close and all of a sudden they can't get out. And it's just a lot of psychological games, a lot of cat and mouse games that Mr. Reed plays with these 2 girls. And it's psychological horror. You don't know what is going to happen next. I was on the edge of my seat at every single point in the film. It's tense. And what's really lovely about this movie is that the cinematography is beautiful. So the cinematography, it uses like the stilted lighting and the short aspect ratio of the movie to make you really feel claustrophobic, even as an audience member watching the film. So I would definitely give it a recommend.
Was there a happy ending?
Oh, that would be spoiler territory. But I'd give it a watch if you're into that sort of thing.
I think so. I think that probably creeped me out, and probably I wouldn't go knocking on people's doors.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe don't go into strangers' houses.
Yeah. So anyway, your 3rd film.
So this one, which is set in a small town in Ireland, is about a coal miner who is played by Cillian Murphy, and he's doing his coal mining duties. He goes and makes a delivery to a covenant in the small Irish town every day. But then he sees something peculiar that's happening in this covenant, he sees a little girl who's distraught. So he decides to investigate and he decides to uncover what's going on. And without too many spoilers, this movie is all about him grappling with his, again, faith, running theme, trying to grapple with what he understands as like his faith and Catholicism, and his relationship with the church in this town, but also like the misgivings that is happening within this church and the like devastations that is happening in this town.
Is there a happy ending? There must be.
It depends on your interpretation of a happy ending.
Oh gosh. Okay.
But I think it is a truly interesting movie if you want to explore the relationship that man has with religion and organised religion as a whole. So I really enjoyed it in that aspect.
Oh, well, listen, thank you for that. That was that sounds very interesting. Do you know what you're going to be watching next week?
I'm going to be watching Wicked.
Oh.
Yeah, it's coming out.
Oh, gosh. Who's in that?
Ariana Grande. She's playing...
Oh, yes.
Yeah. It's going to be fabulous. And
have you seen it in the theatres?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Oh, my gosh. So is there anything else you're going to be watching next week? Are you going to wait?
I think I'll wait to scope out what comes out.
Yeah. So can you rank the 3 movies that you've seen so far? If you're going to tell the audience to go out and watch them.
Well, it really depends on your taste in movie. I think there is something out there for everyone.
Okay.
And if you like...
But why don't you rank them?
Personally, I quite liked the introspective movie that was Small Little Things. So I'll rank that first, and then Paddington, and then Heretic probably last.
Really? See, I'm really interested in Heretic.
Really?
Yeah, I'd like to watch that.
Ah.
Yeah. And Paddington, maybe. Yeah, I know.
I think it was a bit slow for me. It's a 2-hour movie.
Oh, is it?
The pacing is at times a bit...
How do you fit all this in whilst you're studying?
It's been a long 2 weeks.
Honestly, it's amazing because you're studying full time and doing this on the side. It's amazing. Anyway, well, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And I can't wait to hear about your